So I taught 30 offer owners how to actually run meta ads so that you can scale any kind of coaching info offer completely cold traffic. I was invited to talk at a mastermind in Marbella. I had a 1 hour long presentation there, and this is exactly what I'm gonna hand you here for free in this video. Like, the members literally paid thousands of dollars to attend this mastermind. I'm handing you this for free. I will show you exactly how to run meta ads. I will show you how we scale various clients to multiple 6 figures a month with this exact strategy. I will show you exactly how we're running on a 4.1x ROAS right now, how we've cash generated $30,000 yesterday completely from cold ads for our clients, okay? And I will show you how Meta's AI system actually works so you can take advantage of that, plug it into your business, and actually learn how to scale with ads reliably. Let's get right into it.
And you can see a shit ton of money that we've generated, like multiple 6 figures for clients in the past with our ad strategies. And in this video, like, I know some of you are running ads, some of you aren't running ads. In this video, I will show you the exact meta ad strategy that helped to scale various clients to 6 figures a month, and so that you can finally tap into cold traffic without burning money on ads. So first off, to start this one here off, who here in this room is running ads like right now or has run ads before? Just raise your arm up so I know who I'm talking to. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, cool. Right, by the end of this talk, you will leave with a clear plan to make money from your ads, okay? Or finally launch them properly. So ads is one of the biggest money makers in business right now, okay? When you just think about what meta ads, Google ads, whatsoever. In this video, in this talk, we're gonna talk about meta, what meta ads actually is. You actually wanna turn $1 into $3, $4, ideally $5, okay? Now doing that with $1 is quite boring, I would say. So the real game starts when you put some serious money behind it. Let's say you're spending $20,000 on ads and you're running on a 4x ROAS, which is definitely doable, then you would make $60,000 in gross profit. And just do the math, okay? So how much would you need to spend monthly to hit your profit goal? You know what that smells like? Money. Okay, but let's be real, like, if you tried running ads, I'm not gonna bullshit you, it probably felt like you were just playing roulette, okay? Because most info businesses launch a campaign without any real preparation, and they either end up attracting, like, this is literally the 2 biggest problems that I see with most ad campaigns, that they either attract absolutely broke leads for a very cheap cost per lead, or they're paying way too much for their ads. Like, they're getting good leads, but they're paying way too much for that, so they can't run profitably, okay? And their Slack messages will be filled with discouraging messages like this every single day, okay? Bunch of no-shows, leads absolutely ignore us, ads are attracting a bunch of brokies and DQs, leads are just looking for more information, aren't sure if the niche is the right thing for them, right? So everybody who's run ads before and who struggled with lead quality knows these messages in Slack from your closers. Your sales team managers don't. And yeah, in this video I will show you, in this talk I'm gonna show you how to finally end this, okay? So I'm not gonna lie, like, when I first started running ads for clients, we were in a quite similar situation, okay? Like, we didn't start out perfect as the ads guys who know how to set up a campaign magically. Like, we spent a lot of money, we lost some money along the way, but we made more money back. And once we figured out how ads actually work, the game has, I would say, absolutely changed, because there are some small principles that all of you here in this room can actually follow right now, no matter what offer you have. Like, if the offer is actually good, no matter how many followers your client or you yourself have right now, you can apply these principles that I'm gonna lay down right now. So that's exactly how we scaled our client Phil from 0, like literally from scratch. Zero. Yeah, he was like right now he has how much? 1,700 followers.
Yeah, because all from just people following.
Yeah. And we literally just through paid traffic, we scaled them to 125K a month. And you can see a lot of this is also cash collected, okay? As we said, Phil has nearly no followers. And all he has to do right now as the offer owner, besides the coaching, is actually quite simple. He needs to spend around 2 hours per week on a webinar and around 1 hour per week recording ads. And very soon we're gonna automate the webinars as well. So it's just recording ads, more content here and there. And it's really a good way of scaling your business, okay? And that's exactly what makes scaling with paid ads insanely effective, because you can just some ads can literally run for months, even if you're spending a lot of money. Like if you found your majority hook, if you found a hook and an angle that actually works in your niche, you can let that one video rip for 1 or 2 months and it will make you a shit ton of money, and you like theoretically don't need to record new videos, right? I'm Simon, co-founder of Food Stack.
I've never seen that photo.
Yeah, we just took it like 1 week ago. Needed a photo for this talk. To be honest, I'm actually very obsessed with running ads. Like it's just check the ads manager this morning. Cost per lead looked very, very healthy. So good start in the day. And there's literally like nothing more satisfying than watching something that we made just absolutely print money online, because that's what ads are. Like you're the reason why your clients are making money. Like you're getting them their clients. Obviously they do the fulfillment. Sales is a very, very important thing. Nobody could run ads to a high ticket funnel without the right sales manager, without the right closes in place. But yeah, a significant amount of money comes from the lead quality. I got in the info space like 9 months ago. This is an image of me when I was still living in Spain. And I lived in like 3 different countries before that. The last time I was living in Spain, I was actually a remote setter there, like for a German software company, like kind of dialing leads, setting calls here and there in German. Was okay. Okay, and now like just 9 months later, I'm managing 6 figures in ad spend. The first client webinar we ever worked on did 133K in cash, and right now we're running more or less 5 different ad accounts at the same time. But honestly, like one of the most game-changing results that I've seen is how ads can literally transform lives. Like obviously all of us want to make more money, we want to scale businesses. But one of our clients, for example, has helped over 500 South Africans get into sales, and they're earning in a way stronger currency right now. They're living a way better life. They can do something for their parents, okay? Like take them on vacation, travel, take care of their families, and they just live on a completely different level. Like you literally see that your ads that we're running literally has an impact on real lives, okay? And honestly, with all the flashy bullshit that we see in our info space right now, for me personally, that's the stuff that actually matters. Now, on top of that, we've also scaled him to around 100K a month. So
100K a month in the South African market.
Yeah, so that's pretty sick. Now, I've learned a lot of skills in the past, and I think all of you guys have acquired a bunch of skills. Offer positioning, where's Charlie? Writing webinars, building AI agents, backend automations, email marketing. But to be honest, for me, the most important skill I ever learned was running ads, because at the end of the day, ads are the thing actually bringing in customers and making your clients more money. So, without further talk, let's dive right into how Meta actually wants you to run your ads. Are you excited, guys?
Yes.
Put your hands up. Let's go.
By the way, if you'd like us to have a look at your ad account, at your current funnel setup, at your ad strategy, or you'd like to work with us done for you, then feel free to book in a consulting call with me down below. I'm going to put my Calendly link there, okay? Completely free to book in. We can take a look at your situation and see how we can actually help you scale. With that being said, leave a like, subscribe to this video if you like the value being shared so far, and let's get right back to it.
Okay, Meta Andromeda ROAS guide. Right? So look, what if I told you that Meta might be ignoring 90% of your ads right now without you even noticing it? So you might be launching 30 ads right now, but Meta sees all of them just as like one simple creative. So actually all the work was in vain. You could just have launched one ad. Would have been the exactly same thing, the recording, the editing, all in vain. And on top of that, this one ad might be getting you a shit lead quality because you have no clue how Meta actually works. Like, let's be honest, it's kind of confusing sometimes. They're blocking accounts here and there, they're rejecting your ads. One day your ads are getting good leads, the next day the cost per lead looks shit, then you're getting worse lead quality, and it's just difficult to figure out what Meta actually, like how Meta actually wants you to run your ads. Okay, and a lot of people just copy Imangaji style messaging. They think they've watched one YouTube video where people say, yo, you can just go to your competitors. You can just go to the biggest people in your space and just copy their ads. And then they spend the money on that and they're gonna figure out that it doesn't work, okay? Some growth ops right now might tell you to write your ads with AI and you can churn out 100 ad creatives in 5 minutes, which sounds insane. But yeah, if your ads don't attract clients, you're gonna burn money, okay? And it doesn't matter how many ads you actually write if all of them are shit, right? So sorry to disappoint you guys, but there is no golden turbo, murbo strategy that makes ads work. There is nothing like that, okay? And that's not what I'm gonna talk about here today. Again, if you ever search for meta ads, people are just gonna say, just do a CBO, let Meta do your targeting, lean into the algorithm, copy your competitors' ads, use Hicksfield and Claude to do your ads, run AI UGC ads. And you will make a shit ton of money, right? Now, who's heard some of that stuff before? Who's been on YouTube? Who's heard some of the stuff? Just raise your hand. Okay, all right. Forget that, right? I've tried CBOs and ABOs. We copied our competitors. We literally copied them, okay? And it didn't work. We tried broad messaging. We tried in-market messaging. We built a lot of ads with AI, no matter if that's image ads, if that's normal video ads. What actually worked was spending money, like spending clients' money wisely and figuring out what works for you, for your client, for your offer in that niche, okay? Now, most ad campaigns are gonna fail because they aren't spending enough money. Let's be real about that. Like, you shouldn't run ads if you aren't down to put some money behind it. Like, you should literally think about this as a sunk cost, like as money that you invest and you might never get back. Like, because your first campaign is most of the time like just gonna fail, okay? You still gotta figure out what works, like what messaging actually works. And we've worked with clients who are just extremely anxious, terrified of losing money, and who don't have the balls to invest money in ads. And bro, like, if you don't want to invest money in ads, you shouldn't run ads, just do content. Like, it makes no sense if you don't want to spend money, because you gotta get conversions, okay? And if you spend money on Meta, the more money you spend, the more conversions you get. The more conversions you get, the more you learn about what ads, what messaging actually works in your niche, and the more you can figure out what to double down on, and do more of that, and finally scale with that angles, okay? So you need to spend money to figure out ideal messaging, to figure out winning ad angles, to solve funnel bottlenecks. Because who's run an organic funnel here? Just raise your like whatever funnel, webinar funnel, Instagram funnel, VSL funnel, fully organic. Okay, cool. Because there's a massive difference between organic and cold. Like, once you go cold, you're gonna understand that there will be so many different bottlenecks, okay? No matter if that's landing page load speed, no matter if that's landing page conversion rate, no matter if that's your cost per application, your cost per booked call, okay? And you gotta solve these, and you gonna find out about these bottlenecks once you're spending money on that, okay? So the first week or so is always gonna be a testing phase. But look, spending clients' money without understanding the advertising platform is irresponsible, right? So in the next 20 minutes, we will change that. I will show you everything that we've learned by spending a lot of money for our clients, so you don't have to do that. So you can literally just take everything that we've learned and use it for your clients, for your own business, okay? Now, Meta Andromeda is literally like a bouncer controlling who gets in and who doesn't, okay? You can just think about Meta Andromeda, which is Meta's new AI algorithm, literally like this bouncer here, okay? He controls which ads are gonna enter the club / the auction, okay? And which ads don't. And the truth is, like, you remember at the beginning I said Meta might be ignoring 90% of your ads. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, this bouncer here might be just rejecting 90% of your ads without you even noticing it. So look, this is the first stage of the Meta AI algorithm that I want to lay down here. So the first stage is retrieval. Meta will take all the billions of ads that are on a platform, like whenever a user scrolls on Instagram, okay, Instagram tells us, oh, we got to show an ad to this user, okay? And then Meta is going to take billions of ads in the system. It's going to analyze them by user interest, ad characteristics, semantic similarity, whatever that is, okay? in 300 milliseconds, and it's gonna take more or less 1,000 ad candidates. Ad candidates are ads that actually match that user profile. Like Meta is just gonna go in and say, okay, out of all these billions of ads, give me 1,000 ads that are most likely to make that user convert. And these are gonna be your ad candidates, okay? So you're gonna have like 1,000 ads, right? And these ads are gonna enter the auction. Yeah.
What is semantic similarity in hierarchical clustering?
Bro, that's like whatever, I don't know what it is actually.
Semantic similarities around words. So like I would say it's the words. If it how similar the wording is
Yeah.
compared to the like
That
interest.
creative diversity, creative similarity, probably stuff like that. Anyways, it's just gonna analyze your copy, your visuals, your B-roll, okay? And as I said, then only 1,000 ads are gonna actually enter the auction, right? That means, think about it, okay? If out of billions of ads, only 1,000 ads are actually gonna enter the auction, your ads might never actually enter the auction because they aren't tailored to the right ICP, right? Because here, Meta tries to match your ads to user interests, okay? Meta has 50,000 data points about every single user. They know a lot of stuff. They know more about you than your best friend, right? They know what reels you watch, what websites you're browsing on, a lot of stuff, okay? And they're just gonna analyze your ads and think, does that user actually want to see that ad? Like, will that ad make the user convert or not, okay? And based on that, your ad is either gonna get in front of him or not. If your ad gets in front of your ideal customer, you're gonna make money. If not, not, okay? So once again, okay, another graphic to lay it down. A user requests, he scrolls on Instagram, scrolls on Facebook, right? Meta is gonna take all the ads, is gonna analyze them, and is gonna give you like 1,000 ad candidates, okay? So that means, once again, if you can't nail your messaging, you will never get in front of your ideal customer. Because your copy and visuals don't match what Meta wants to show to your ICP. So a quick question, guys. We've seen a Lambo store yesterday when we were out in Marbella. Can anyone here tell me whether you should record ads in front of a supercar? I mean, we've seen all that Samuel Onuha ads. Would be cool, right? Like, you're making some money, you record the ads in front of a supercar, just buy them a course. Sounds good, right? What do you think?
It depends
On what?
if you're selling to poor people or not.
If you're selling low ticket products, for example? Yeah, that's right. If you're selling high ticket, would you still do it? Why not?
Because I think in your words, it attracts poor people.
Exactly. Your environment matters. Like the background that you're recording the ads in matters a lot, okay? So we've got one of our clients where we're recording most of her ads in his warehouse because we want to attract Amazon sellers. Meta's gonna analyze the background. It will analyze the B-roll, okay? And if you record the ads in a warehouse, Meta is way more likely to make your ads actually match to an Amazon seller. Exact same thing with trading. Why not record your trading ads in front of trading screens? Be careful with trading ads here, okay? This is a niche where your ads might get taken down, like you gotta be careful here with the policies, but you can still run ads, okay, in front of your trading screens to attract traders. Because think about it, like people are gonna scroll on Instagram. When you scroll on Instagram, let's say, Dom, when you scroll on Instagram and you see an ad about sales, about remote sales, about Imangaji, who you closed for, will you be likely to stop the scroll? Right? And when you see an ad about, let's say, TikTok Shop affiliate, will you be likely to stop the scroll? Probably not, right? That's how simple it works, okay? And once again, as Charlie said, supercars are probably just gonna get the get-rich-quick kit. Now, it's not only your background, okay? Background is important, but it's also your B-roll, it's your editing style, it's your captions, it's your clothes, it's the objects that you're literally holding up in the frame. Like if I'm recording this talk here in front of Louis' MacBook here, maybe I'm gonna attract more internet marketers, right? But even more important than that, most important thing, and I think Heike had a great talk about this yesterday, it's your copy, okay? Now, writing world-class ad copy like Heike here takes time, market understanding, and years of experience, okay? It really takes time to figure out how to become a good copywriter. This is not what I'm going to talk about today. I will show you a few simple guardrails you can follow, okay, to avoid completely cooking and screwing up your ads, right? So I will show you how to write ads that don't attract DQs. And that's, in my opinion, way more important than writing perfect copy. Okay, you just got to figure out how to write ads that don't get broke people. Now look, I was just on a consulting call and some of you were on that consulting call with me, and somebody showed me an ad starting with, making money online isn't hard. That was the hook, okay? Let me know what you guys think here. With a hook like that, would we rather attract qualified leads or not? Okay, so the hook was, making money online isn't hard. That's like how the ad starts. Making money online isn't hard. Okay, raise your hand if you think, yes, it will attract qualified leads. Anyone here?
I think so, maybe, depending. Because
Depends on what the next sentence is.
Huh? Charlie, what did you say?
I said it depends on what the next sentence is.
Yeah, I
If
would
it
agree
says
on
like,
that point.
making money online isn't hard, is what I'd say if I'm an idiot. Could work in your favour.
Yeah, the next sentences were something like, I can get you to 10K a month without X, Y, Z, right? But yeah, once again, I think we can all agree that this hook still has the potential to get you lower quality leads, because you're obviously gonna attract leads who are just interested in making money online without effort, right? This is like everything that the hook is stating. And yeah, so if you actually want to see success from your ads and get qualified leads, you should forget the Imangaji style messaging. Because with a hook like, making money online isn't hard, you're probably gonna attract this guy here. Okay, who sits in his bedroom in front of a Lambo poster here and is watching an Imangaji style ad. Okay. So here's a small checklist of words that I would 100% avoid, okay, that you should ban from your ads right now. Write these down if you're running ads, okay? Avoid claims like, make 10K a month in the next 90 days. Not only Meta might just reject these ads, okay, because they don't match their policies, because there's something like fraudulent ad copy, okay. Also, here, ban claims like guaranteed results with 0 effort, or anyone, or from broke to 10K a month, or make money online. Like these generic claims, okay, where you make it seem super easy to make money with whatever you're teaching, especially in the info niche, are gonna have a very, very high risk of actually getting your ad account shut down, okay, your entire lead flow shut down overnight. And Meta is really, really on top of these things here. You shouldn't underestimate them, okay? And on top of that, they're gonna attract lower quality leads because you make it seem so easy. You're so broad with your messaging. And guys, like people, you're gonna get people in your ads who might think, okay, I can make 10K a month with no experience, even if I'm completely broke, okay? And I just gotta work 4 hours a week for that. That's exactly what most copywriting books are teaching right now, and what's more or less screwing up your entire ad campaigns. We did it, we tested it. Once again, I'm just laying down what has worked for us based on spending money on that. We've tested ads like that. We were just talking about, don't do dropshipping, don't do affiliate marketing, do this one here, okay? It's super easy. Anyone can do this with just a few hours a week. Use my plug and play system. What happened? We were getting shit lead quality. What you should focus on in your ads is actually pitching the deliverable, okay? Like if somebody's interested in, say, an Amazon coaching, why don't you say that in your ads? Why don't you say, you're an Amazon seller, you're looking for coaching, you're looking for advice to scale your business, look, I've got something for you, okay? But a lot of people just think they gotta pitch financial freedom, all right? They think, okay, just because somebody's on Amazon, I gotta pitch them the dream of financial freedom, of making money online, of retiring their parents. If you use this kind of copy in your ads, you're gonna attract lower quality leads. You gotta be closer to the deliverable, okay? Rather than the benefit. Yeah. Once again, the easiest way how to actually get high intent leads is called in-market messaging. So I've got something for you guys, okay? This is more or less the in-market graph. You've probably seen stuff like that online before. Now, we've got the mass market over here, okay? This is a market where people are like fully unaware. Most of them will probably never identify as buyers for your products. And this is something you should stay away from, okay? Then we've got this kind of Imangaji messaging, make money online. You've tried business models before, didn't work. Here's why my business model is right. This can definitely work if you have a clear ICP, like if you really have really good ads and good pixel conditioning in place, but it's not the easiest way to make money from your ads. There are way easier ways. There are way easier ways to get high quality leads, okay? And that's by moving down more in market. So in market might mean different things. It might be, let's say we're selling an Amazon coaching, I might attract leads who are in market in e-commerce with a hook like you and I know that e-commerce is one of the most profitable platforms or like one of the most profitable industries in 2026. It's an $8 trillion industry expected to grow by 10% every single year. But I could also move more in market for that, okay, and attract leads who are in market for Amazon wholesale. Like not only e-commerce, like what else? Drop shipping, private label, but actually people who are in market for Amazon wholesale, who already know that Amazon wholesale is the business model that they want to do, right? But I could also go even more in market than that and attract leads who are in market for an Amazon coaching, right? So people who actually want an Amazon coaching right now, and logically, they would have the lowest sales friction, right? Because their intent is the highest, okay? Because they already know, they already want what you're selling, okay? They literally want what you're selling, you just gotta learn how to get in front of them. Now what we're generally doing with our ads is we try to get in front either people who are already aware of Amazon wholesale or of Amazon coaching, okay? You gotta analyze your niche for that. It really depends what niche you're in. If you're not, I think most of you guys are probably not that niche, okay? And then you can still, like the TAM is gonna be big enough to run in-market ads, okay? And we'll just make so many things easier. Like you're gonna get higher quality leads. Your ads will convert better. Leads will have more money. They're actually in pain looking for that. Like just think about it. If somebody's just looking to make money online or build a second income, they're working their job right now, they're not actually in pain. Sure, they want to make more money, but money is their main constraint, okay? And that means they probably don't have enough money to invest to PIFA's 12K, as it's happening for a client right now, right? But if somebody's already running an Amazon business, if somebody is actively looking for coaching, they are in pain, they're looking for solutions right now, they did the research, okay? And it's just way easier to target these guys than just people who are interested in making money online. Now, that's exactly what our all-time winning ad does. It's very in market, okay? So all you gotta do is just find out what your ICP is complaining about, what keeps them stuck in business, what they desperately want, what's the next step that gets them closer to their goal. Then you show this in your ads, okay? And you just gotta understand who they are. Do your market research, right? And you get the exact words that you need to describe their situation from one of these three. Oh, this was the wrong slide. I'm sorry. I meant these here. Okay, from one of these three sources, from either Reddit, your sales call transcripts. Okay, just gotta be careful there that you actually use sales call transcripts where you where the leads actually match your ICP, from YouTube comments and from YouTube videos in general. Right. So you might be asking, cool, Simon, ads are in market now, but can I still include a make 10K a month guaranteed on my landing page, right? Because like I'm not gonna show it in my ads, but I will just include it in the landing page headline. Meta will never scan it, right? No. Meta scans your landing pages, scans your landing page VSLs, and even your confirmation pages, okay? I didn't make this up, by the way, right? So make sure your messaging is congruent across your ads and your landing page copy. Say my ad targets people who got burned by an Amazon course. Which landing page headline would be the best to send those leads to? Okay, we have an ad where we talk about people who got burned. We want to show them how to actually make money with their Amazon business. And I can either send them to landing page A or landing page B. So landing page A, learn how anyone can make 10K a month online guaranteed with my direct to brand strategy. No experience required, no more than 10 hours of work per week, okay? Landing page B, stop getting burned by gurus and discover how I actually scaled my Amazon wholesale business to $4 million. Learn why 99% of Amazon advice is bullshit and what actually helps you land suppliers in 2026. Now, I think we can all agree that landing page B would rather match what the leads actually want to see. Because keep in mind, they got burned by a course before. And now they just land on another page where they read another headline that's generic and follows the exact copywriting frameworks that you see all the time in your niche. Make 10K a month guaranteed, fancy, unique selling position, that sounds cool but makes no sense, okay, no experience, no more than 10 hours of work. And keep in mind, Meta analyzes that. They will take a look at your headlines, at your sub-headlines, to try to match, like to try to figure out who you actually want to target, okay? And if your landing page sub-headline says no experience required, no more than 10 hours of work per week, then you're gonna be likely, like your ads are gonna be likely to get right in front of that customer who has no experience, okay? So everybody who picked A, who thought A, bro, like you owe me a double espresso, we can go to Marbella and yeah, after this talk. So by now you should understand what ad messaging actually works and how to keep your ads and landing pages congruent, okay? But the truth is, that was just the beginning. I'm sorry guys. Even with the right ad messaging, your ad performance will probably just still be average, okay? We're at level 3 right now. So I'm gonna show you guys right now how to actually be the meta ad strategist, how to get to level 5, okay? Does it make sense so far? Yeah? Okay, do you feel like you're taking away 1 or 2 things that you might leverage in your ad copy and your business for your clients? Yeah?
Yes.
Cool, sounds good. So you should never create 30 ads and just slightly change the hook or body. Okay, this worked before Andromeda, okay? Or record all of them in front of the exact same background. There are people saying that. If you actually look at the articles, like if you look at what Meta literally provides you, all the resources, and trust me guys, I spent weeks, like I was literally interested in that stuff. I read all their engineering reports, how the system actually works to understand how we should design our ads, okay? So what happens is that if you just slightly change the hook or the body, okay, Meta will assign all of these ads the exact same entity ID. And I literally hear nobody in the space talk about stuff like entity ID. So listen up guys, this is some sauce, okay? So 30 ads will get you 1 auction ticket, right? So if all your ads look similar, like this, no matter if it's a static or video, you're gonna get the exact same entity ID. So your ads are all gonna enter, like 50 ads are gonna enter the exact same auction. What happens when you enter the exact same auction? You will always get in front of the same customer pool, okay? Now, if your ads look actually diverse, they have creative diversity, okay? Different format, different hook, different length, different style. You're gonna get different entity IDs. Different entity IDs mean more auction tickets, means that your ads won't fatigue, okay? So if you always just do the exact same ads, if all of these ads look similar, your CPMs will always be higher. Like your ROAS will tank and you can't actually scale because all your ads look the same and Meta will always match these ads to the exact same customer. Like all your ads are gonna be fatigued, okay? Meta right now rewards creative variety and genuinely different ad concepts with lower costs. This is straight up pulled from their articles, okay? So minor creative tweaks are no longer viable, okay? Volume with variety is mandatory. Advertisers running 8 to 20 generally different creative concepts inside simplified campaign structures consistently outperform others, okay? Refresh cycles are compressed. Most brands now need to refresh their ads every 1 or 3 weeks, not monthly, okay? This is obviously just the average. We've been running ads for 1 or 2 months right now. We're half fatigued right now, like after 2 months, but they were viable for way more than just 1 or 3 weeks. So pull out your pen and paper right now, because I'm gonna show you some ad formats that are ripping right now. Okay, like ad formats that will genuinely help you get different entity IDs because they look so diverse. Okay, so we've got a green screen ad here, for example, right? Where you just use a green screen note app. You can easily record this in Instagram or an Instagram edit. Looks very, very, very native. And these ads are just cooking. Like the hook rate is really high, especially if you pair them with a text hook like that. Great format to run. We've got man on the street ads like this, where you just do a kind of like a street interview, okay? Gotta be careful here, always gotta be careful. The more native your format looks, the more likely it will probably be to attract lower quality leads. So make sure you include stuff like qualifiers. Make sure your messaging, your copy is still right, okay? And then whiteboard ads, so you see Mr. Daniel Fazo here. Those are cooking right now. Like whiteboard ads are performing very, very well. This was one of the winning ad formats for one of our clients. And just simple yapping style ads like this, where you just pull out your iPhone, selfie style, slap a text hook on that. Stuff that looks very, very native, okay? Then also podcast style ads. This is also a winning ad right now, podcast style ad, okay? Then split screen ads, where you use something like, you can also do this with Loom, like just record a Loom and run it as a horizontal format ad. Driving style ads, just be careful here. You don't, like if you're driving in a supercar, make sure they don't see the Lambo emblem, okay? It's like Imangaji here, and UGC ads work as well. I wouldn't run AI UGC ads, like I think we can all agree that we obviously gonna understand that this lady here is AI, and it just screws up your trust a bit if you have an AI avatar react to your reviews. Like I wouldn't do it with AI UGC avatars. I would do it with real UGC avatars who just review your student testimonials, your client interviews, and it's just a great retargeting ad as well. Like if you're running retargeting ads and you're running these UGC ads to people who've already seen you, who've maybe registered for one of the webinars, and you're just gonna retarget them with these UGC ads, very, very crucial thing, okay? Now, whatever you do, make sure it looks native to the platform. Once again, post from Meta, okay? Because ads may be delivered to people in their feed from pages or accounts they don't follow, we want to help ensure that these ads don't detract from the overall experience, okay? And like all of us are probably scrolling some minutes, maybe some hours on Instagram, on Facebook every single day. And when we see an ad that just looks like an ad, we probably just gonna skip it, okay? You wanna make sure your ad actually looks like content. Because Meta rewards ads that look like content and pushes them further in the auction. So here's how Meta actually ranks your ads, okay? This is how they rank your ad. They rank your ads by advertiser bid, so how much you spend on your ads. That means the more you spend, the more you can actually outperform your competitors. That's exactly why people like Imangaji, Broke Hitting, why they can run ads like very, very broad ads with a very broke people messaging, because they've got so much money. They can outspend the competitors and got way more testing budget as well. It's also your estimated action rate and it's your user value. So your user value is more or less like how many people like your ad, how many save it, how many do engage with it, okay? How many share this ad actually. And all this stuff combined is how Meta ranks your ads. And that's exactly how we got 67% hook rates partially on our ads and even 6.5% click-through rate. So these are very sick stats. Normally, like this is not average, guys. Like what we see average right now is something like a 3.5% click-through rate is quite good, and a hook rate something like 30-40%, hold rate 15 to 20%. You gotta monitor this stuff, guys. Like you gotta have the right custom views in Meta in place to find out if you could still improve your hooks, your retention, your click-through rate, your CTAs, okay? That's metrics that you gotta monitor. But look, once again, varying just your ad format won't be enough long term. You need different ad concepts, okay? Completely different angles that allow you to scale. Like I couldn't just use the exact same copy, do an iPad style ad, do a Loom style ad, do a native yapping style ad, green screen ad. That doesn't work. Your copy must be different. The main concept must be different, okay? So just think about it like a real estate portfolio. Scaling your whole account of one ad is literally like going all in on one property. And there are gonna be a lot of risk. What happens if suddenly the prices in this region drop, okay? What happens if the property is no longer valuable? You're gonna lose all your money because you went all in on one ad and you didn't test or invest in different properties. Exact same thing is true with ads. You need a strategy that lets you scale multiple ads all at once. So when one ad starts to dip, and it will dip, guys, no matter if that's after 2 or 3 weeks, after 1 month, after 2 months, you're still gonna be highly profitable because you've got 6, 7, 8 other ads carrying the entire account. So welcome, guys, to the Meta Ad Matrix, okay? This strategy allows you to come up with infinite ad concepts, okay? And this is not some crazy AI tool, this is not some crazy SOP that you can follow. It's just a very simple thought exercise that you can do every single day whenever you're stuck with creativity, okay? To figure out ad concepts that are generally different so that you can actually scale your account. And guys, this is so simple, but very, very valuable. Like I found the winning ads through this strategy. This is not my strategy. I saw it online, but like just following this thought process allowed us to come up with ads that have generated multiple 6 figures for clients, okay? So all you gotta do, you're gonna write down all the different personas that you might potentially have, okay? Based on your sales call transcripts, based on YouTube, based on Reddit analysis, like figure out 2 or 3 ICPs that you want to target long term. And you gotta really like figure out these micro ICPs, like have a very clear vision of who you're actually talking to. So I could target with my Amazon coaching, people who are Amazon arbitrage sellers, drop shippers, beginners with product ideas. And then you wanna write down different angles. Like you can target a drop shipper from different angles. through case study, through uncertainty, frustration, old versus new model, dream outcomes, leverage your skills, pain-based ad, okay? And then you're just gonna write down ideas. So for example, for the dropshipper, I could say frustration point is you struggling with razor thin margins. Old versus new, swap running ads for brand partnerships, okay? Leverage your skills, use your sourcing instincts better, right? There's so many different points that you can leverage where you can combine different personas with different angles, and it will just help you come up with so many different ideas. And really, you gotta use micro angles here as well. Like when I say pain, there's pain point 1, pain point 2, pain point 3, pain point 4, pain point 5, pain point 6 per persona. There's so much different stuff that you can literally ideate and write down. And this is what you should do before ever writing. Like do your market research first, using Hayek's tutorial, okay? And then ideate different pain points. Write them actually down for different personas, okay? And right now I will show you how to actually test them the right way, because a lot of people are just gonna say, put them all in one CBO, slam them all there together, but they probably misunderstand one significant thing, okay? So I came up with a way to actually test all these new concept ads properly, and this is called a concept ad set strategy, okay? There's some advanced stuff, by the way. Like this is literally like if you want to make some good money for your clients, there's a pretty sick strategy how you can find winning ads. So instead of just cramming a bunch of different concepts and personas into one ad set, you want to actually test them, split them out and test each concept in its own ad set, okay? So this is what most people are gonna recommend you. Just do one campaign, do one ad set and slam in 25 or 30 ads. And this is the strategy that we're running right now. We do one campaign, we do something like 1, 2, 3, 4, depends really on the client, on the ad account. Ad sets with something like 5 to 10 different ads, okay? So we split test these concepts to figure out which ads actually get us the lowest customer acquisition cost. Okay, most of us here are running VSL funnels, webinars, am I right? DM funnels, right? Okay, and just keep in mind, we're not doing e-commerce. We don't get immediate feedback, okay? And Meta, like most of you probably optimize for events like schedule, complete registration, lead, and you just essentially optimizing for the front end conversion, for the front end event. Like somebody has to register first, has to book in a call first, but it doesn't mean that he will necessarily buy, okay? You might still be attracting leads. You might be getting the cheapest calls possible or the cheapest registrations, but all of these leads are shit. Like all of them are shit quality. And your customer acquisition cost will be higher. So you gotta figure out how to find ads that actually get you the lowest customer acquisition cost, okay? Not the lowest cost per call. You can be very profitable on a $1,000 cost per call if you're making $5,000 back from every single call you book, for example, right? So this strategy here, concept ad sets, allows you to actually test the new ads that you've got ready. Meta's algo is really good right now. It's really good, okay? But it's, once again, optimizing for calls. It's optimizing for complete registrations. And if you actually want to find out which ads are getting you the highest ROAS, you gotta spend money on these ads, spend money on different concepts to actually test these concepts, because otherwise you're just not testing them, okay? So there might be ads right now that are getting no spend because Meta thinks they would book more expensive calls, but those same ads could actually bring you the highest quality leads and the highest ROAS. So here's a quite simple checklist right now that you should follow, okay, for split testing different ads, different ad concepts. Once again, I see so many people who just launch an ad set and they spend $200 in it and they say, oh, the ads don't work. Like, bro, come on, you didn't spend any money, okay? You gotta spend at least 5 times your customer acquisition cost. Like if your customer acquisition cost is $1,000 right now, you gotta spend $5,000 on this one ad set to actually test it, okay? If you don't have that money right now available or your client, you shouldn't run the strategy. This strategy only works and is only viable if you're spending enough money on that. If you're just spending 1K or 2K per webinar, per campaign, forget the strategy. Like, just forget it, okay? This is not gonna be important for you. So compare your ROAS per ad and per ad set, okay? Like after you spend at least 5 times your customer acquisition cost, you want to compare your ROAS per ad and per ad set. Why per ad set? People don't understand that Meta's ad sets are using something like sequencing. So Meta will show one ad first, then the second one, then the third one, and then the conversion might happen on the 4th ad but the conversion actually just happened because Meta showed you first and you second ad first. So essentially the conversion happened through spending on the other ads. It all happens on the ad set level. This is where the machine learning sits, okay? This is where the algorithm actually sits, and that's what lastly matters. Like, if your ad set is profitable right now, if your ad set is getting you a, let's say, 3x ROAS, okay? But the ad that's getting most of the spend is just getting you, I don't know, like a 2x ROAS, just scale the campaign. 3x ROAS is good, just scale it, just spend more money on that. No reason to suddenly take one ad out and spend more money on this one ad, like just do one ABO with one ad. Just spend money on the entire ad set, because the ad set is what's actually working, okay? And then you just gotta scale winning ad sets and kill losers. It's actually very, very simple. Spend at least 5 times your customer acquisition cost, compare the ROAS per ad and per ad set, and scale winning ad sets and kill losers. This way you can scale 6 to 10 winning ads all at once separately, okay? Now let me run you through an example live. As I said, we had this one ad targeting, this one anti-guru ad, like targeting people who got burned by courses. Now I just scaled this ad as long as it was profitable and as long as it hadn't fatigue. But in the meantime, I started asking myself, why did this ad actually work? Like, was it the recording style? Was it the angle? What actually made people buy? And how could I make more new versions without making this ad a winner? And let's be honest, guys, this is what actually makes it different. You're gonna find one winning ad, okay? But what happens after that? What happens once that ad fatigues? Like, what's your strategy? Do you have a plan for that right now? Right? You gotta iterate. You gotta find out how to actually find more winning ads. So for example, I asked myself, burned by courses was a winning ad. What actually made people buy? What is a similar angle that I could go with? People who are stuck researching right now, who are stuck binge watching YouTube tutorials, people who are tired of online advice, people who are tired of contradicting advice, people who are sick of not having a clear roadmap, because why would somebody actually want a course because they don't have a clear roadmap, they don't know what to do, they want guidance, okay? And why do they want guidance? Because there's so much noise out there right now, so much tutorials that they're watching, so much online gurus, okay? And I just slightly switched my messaging. I went a bit broader and went from you got burned by gurus to you're stuck researching right now, okay? And this is one iteration, for example. I just tested it with an ABO, and then I'm tracked it. Like, once, very important thing, you can't scale your ad sets without proper attribution in place, okay? This is like literally navigating a ship without a compass. You gotta track, okay? You just, or not, you're just gonna crash, okay? So what we do for all of our clients, we have tracking systems like this, for example, in place, where we see our cost per landing page view, or cost per application, cost per book call. We see our, this is like per ad, ROAS per ad, revenue per ad. And we can even split test VSLs, split test the play rate, the engagement rate, and a lot of metrics that we need to actually find funnel bottlenecks and scale campaigns, right? So if an ABO is profitable, you just want to scale this by 10 to 30% every single day. Don't scale it too aggressively, because you're going to re-enter the learning phase, okay? So for example here, what I would just do here, let's say I'm running 3 ad sets right now, I'm looking at the ROAS coming back, I see stuck binge watching is performing, tired of online advice is performing, course junkies performing. I would scale this one ad set because it's getting us the highest ROAS. This is not, these are made up numbers. I'm not going to show you real metrics right now, right? This is just made up. But essentially I would scale this one ad set here, okay? Then I would scale this one as well, probably kill this one and spend the budget that I spent on this ad set on another ad set to come up with other ads that might be getting us a higher ROAS, okay? So you just gotta look at the data that actually comes back. So congrats on reaching level 5, guys. You know now how to tailor copy and visuals to your in-market customer, how to use different ad formats to lower your costs, use the ad metrics to scale concepts, scale winners, kill losers, and spend 20% on testing. Hope this was valuable for you guys. Any questions? We're short in time, so yeah.
I would be very curious as to what your weekly workflow looks like in terms of managing these ad campaigns. Like, is it?
Yeah, it's reviewing data consistently. You really gotta be on top of things, especially if you're spending a lot of money for your clients. There's so much stuff. Maybe your credit card gets declined, or so many small things that can happen. And the first thing is to monitor daily. Then, like every 2 or 3 days, I monitor ROAS. I'll look at the ROAS that actually comes back, either if that's from our dashboard or from Cloud Code, where we have all the APIs. And like, this is where AI is really great for, like, just building you these data centers, these mission dashboards. And then it's like figuring out what ads work, like what angle works right now for this client, and how to get more of these winning ads. So for example, like for this Course Junkie ad, we saw it perform really, really well. And it's like coming up with iterations, like figuring out how to still craft ads that look similar, that match this main messaging, this main angle that made us profitable, but are generally different, so Andromeda will give it a different entity ID. Yeah. Cool. Any other questions?
Maybe I want to ask, like, it's not exactly like I would give you like example of something and you can tell me your honest opinion. Like
Yeah.
when it comes to book, like you said, like if you say like how to make 10K in the next 9 tests, like this is a bad book.
Yeah.
Let's say XYZ business model is simpler than you think, and then you say it being simpler doesn't mean it's easy. That way, like you filter the leads. Would that be like a good app?
If you say UGC is easier than you think, that would definitely
Like
be a
not easier, like simpler.
simpler.
And then
Yeah.
you can say simple doesn't mean it's easy.
Yeah.
You need to put in the work. It's not get rich quick.
The-
Get rich quick.
I would test this ad, yeah, because like if you target somebody with UGC is simpler than you think, you're already attracting leads who thought about UGC, right? Naturally. So yeah, I wouldn't say something like drop shipping is simpler than you think. Don't do drop shipping, do UGC, like this kind of like shooting against other business models. I would like if you really niche and you say like your hook starts with UGC or with the business model that you're actually teaching, 100%, yeah, that's good. But making money online is like way out. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Go
you're
ahead.
running ads for a webinar funnel, let's say, you know, for the first couple of times, like how much is enough ad budget? It might seem like a, you know, shit question. But
How many ads do you want to run?
yeah, because you mentioned like you gotta spend at least 5 times your CAC, but like if you don't know that yet,
Yeah. How many ads do you have ready right now?
dude, like 15.
15 ads. You can spend, what niche are you in?
Amazon.
Amazon, like Amazon BizOp?
Nah, Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon FBA.
Oh yeah, you showed me the offer, right? I remember it. You can spend 3 or 4K. I would spend at least 5K, like this is where you actually get enough conversions, but
First hobby.
yeah. I think new clients have cash. Get them to
Nah,
spend 5K.
yeah.
Get them to spend 5K, bro. Like they should, you just gotta spend money. Make sure your ads are actually in market. Make sure you have the right messaging. I think we've got a shit ton of stuff in the community available, so you can look at that and figure out what messaging worked for us. And
Exactly what worked for us as well.
yeah, so then you can confidently spend 5K on that. Yeah.
Righty.
Cool.
We're
Thank you
on
guys.
time, so
Thanks.
So look guys, this was the full talk at the Marbella Mastermind, insane value being shared. If you like what you've seen, you like to take it a step further and work with us directly or give you consulting on your current meta ad strategy, on your funnel setup, even on your organic launch strategy, then feel free to book in a free strategy call with me down below. Like and share the video, subscribe for more, okay? Also follow me on Instagram, by the way, we can have a chit chat there, okay? Also DM me there. I'll be happy to help you out with your questions. See you in the next one. Take care.